What's going on, guys? It's Paul here at 12 Overview, and hope you're enjoying the nice spring weather we're having. And luckily it finally stopped snowing, but it's still being cool fronts coming through, but it makes it nice outside. Anyway, today we're looking at some Phoenix Gold RX65CX door speakers, dash speakers, speakers you can pretty much stick anywhere, I suppose. Phoenix Gold, you may not have heard of them, but they have been around for like nearly 30 years or so. They've been around a long time. You probably won't find some of their stuff online because they don't allow anybody to sell their equipment online, not even their own website allows you to buy. You actually have to go to an actual store and physically walk in and pick some up and purchase them yourself. You can't order these offline. But anyway, the MSRP is about $85 to $90. They have a 1-year warranty, and these are considered, well, I believe that they're just as good as JL Audio or Alpine or some of their higher end brands. But anyway, just the feel of the box, has a nice, good, like silky feel to it. Like some packaging, you got the paint, you got your finger crosses, like, but this is nice and smooth. The packaging is nice and neat and everything. And let's get this opened up. We'll see what all comes inside the box. This is the first time I've done speakers, or at least this type of speakers. So we'll see how this video goes. Alright, open the box up. The first thing that's on top is the speaker warranty registration card. And it does say it does have a 1-year warranty, so you fill this out, has a place to put your stamp and return address and stuff. Just fold it over, shove it off, and that'll be taken care of. Put that off the side right here. Then you got looks like a 2-page manual. Or probably just a sheet folded in half. I can't get to because it's got wrinkles in it, and it tells you all the different ways to mount it and hook it up and everything. These speakers handle about 100 watts max. I think it was 65 watts peak or something like that. Or RMS. No, 50 watts RMS. Sorry, 50 watts RMS, 100 watts max. Okay. Here's the top that covers the other one that covers the speakers. So I'll set this off to the side. So there's actually 2 of them. One with a bigger hole, which I think is about the size of the grill, and this is probably maybe the size of the mountain hole. But we'll check that here in just a second. Alright, here's the speakers. Each one of them's got a nice little plastic bag in there. Set this one here. Nice little, flat black look there. I'm going to set this plastic bag off to the side. Here's the other one. Oh, got some screws and some speed clips. So it comes with mounting hardware. And the speed clips, in case you don't have enough grip on the screws, you can stick those in there and it helps secure your speakers better. Alright, set that plastic bag off to the side, and we got the other one, with the detachable grill. Looks like a 2-way speaker, but I'll get to that in just a second. Alright, got little speaker holder containers, just little cardboard pieces. Got 2 of those. Set those over here as well. And we also got, looks like, some wires with connectors already on them. So we just plug in the speaker, run the wires wherever we need to. We've got 2 sets, one for each speaker. And the last thing in here is little foam. Well, now it's 1 foam. 2 foam rings that you can stick on the back of the speaker and give it a little more security, less rattling, and probably a little airtight seal if it's in some sort of a sealed box or something. Alright, so I'm just going to put the other foam ring that I threw across the room in here just to hold on to it. Alright, we'll set these off to the side. And I just want to see something right quick. Okay, got these big massive holes. Okay, so these match the grills. And these holes, you probably think they're just part of the cardboard package, but they also tell you listen, don't. And usually it tells you the mounting size hole. But if you need to make a hole, like for counter something speakers, you can use these. get my little handy dandy ruler, and let me get the camera zoomed in here, and we'll move this paperwork off the side, little screws, and then the camera zoomed in here, and then we'll a little bit closer here. I got my 1 foot ruler, and since these measure the hole, you can use these as a template. Like I said, if you want to, countersink your speakers into like a custom box or location, and you can use that to make your measurements. So the width of the grills is going to be about average of, it looks like, at about, I'll use the millimeters, a little easier, around 17.5 millimeters, across. Or if you want to make that in American measurements, if I had to guess, well, get y'all to see it, I guess. Looks like 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eighths. Looks like 6 and 7 eighths all the way across, if I measured correctly, or somewhere pretty close. And looks pretty nice. Got the little tweeter cover. Got the word thePhoenix Gold on the thing here, and these little open ends, I guess, to let more sound out. Pretty fancy. And this one over here, do the same thing. Let's see what we got here. We got it says these are 4-ohm speakers. They're not very deep. They're about the average depth here. Let me see. We'll measure and see if we can get hold of my measuring stick here. All right, it says 2.5 inches of actually probably a little bit less. It's probably 1, 2, 3, probably like 2 3/8, somewhere around there of mounting depth. So just make sure that whatever location you put it in is the magnet's not going to hit on something, or something's not going to hit on the magnet after installation. So that's what that is. The size of the magnet is here. We're going to, well, it's kind of hard to measure because they need to put these on the bottom down here. Looks like it's about 3 1/4 size magnet across here. It has a nice little powder coat basket. Nice flat black look. The tweeters, look like it's glued in place. Got nice little tar areas there to hold the speaker wires in place. And that's pretty much it. There's really not too much to talk about. The 100 watts of power. These are 6.5s, but you can probably put them in 6-inch holes, probably. Maybe a little bit of minor, cutting on the mountain hole here. Alright, that was the Phoenix Gold RX65CXs, and I apologize. Like I said, this is the first time I've done speakers, so I'm sure the next video I do speakers will be a whole lot better. Anyway, I have heard these speakers play. They do sound really nice, and they are comparable to Kenwood Exelon, Alpine, J Audio. That even though these are the entry-level speakers they have, they do sound really well. And if for I said MSRP for around $85 or so, they're really nice, and as cheap as they are, it probably wouldn't hurt to go stop at the store and go pick up a pair for yourself. These are 6.5s. They fit most GM vehicles and certain other cars, so make sure you get the right size pair of speakers before you just go buy random ones. Anyway, I do like these sets. Even though they are entry level, they are surprisingly have good sound quality. And that's pretty much for these things. This is Paul 12 Overview. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a great day. And please subscribe.